Hello and welcome, Aries. This is going to be your leap year energy reading. For the leap year, I thought it would be a fun thing to do to get some past life karma information for you and like what skills and abilities you had in a previous life. And also get you some tarot about what kind of energy we're leaping into as a result of that for this leap year. We're going to be using the Angels and Ancestors Pocket Oracle to get your center circle, your past life circle here. And if you have a moment and you feel called to like and subscribe, I definitely appreciate it. It helps me out and it also helps get the messages out to other Aries. So in your first position here, we have the Wise One. Grow within your current situation. And this first position is going to be your energy that you had in a previous life, the Wise One. In the secondary position, you have, this is going to be the skills and things that you had then and now. And you have the Stargazer, set your sights higher. In the number 3 position here, which is your greatest challenge in a previous life, we have the Fox coming up, and it says, trust your talents in changing times. In the number 4 position, we have whatever karma, the energy or karma that needs undoing from that previous life. And you have got the Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. This next position is what energy will help you with this. And you have Autumn. Release the old and rest. Your next position here is how that is going to affect you or help you grow. And you have the Direction Guardian, choose your path. And then here in the center of the spread is going to be the result, the transition energy. What are you stepping into as a result of these past life lessons? And you have the Sun, enjoying success and happiness. All right, Aries, in the position of who we were in a previous life, kind of a general overview of the energy, we have the Wise One. This card in this deck is the representation of the crone, of the epitome of divine feminine energy in human form, somebody who has lived through a lot of life lessons and come out the other side wise and capable. You have in your talents, skills, and abilities the Stargazer. And the Stargazer is a card of being able to dream big, to see the bigger picture, and to utilize and work with the energies that are the universal source code in order to make those dreams a reality and bring things down to the physical, a manifestation sort of energy. So this is definitely somebody who had been through their lessons, been through life, and had gained the ability to wield and use source energy, universal energy. In the position of what was a challenge in a previous life, we have the Fox Spirit. Now this card talks a lot about adversity or changing times. It's about trusting your abilities through changing times. But foxes were also hunted and persecuted for a long time. And so I'm kind of getting an energy here of a previous life, maybe where because of changing times, individuals such as yourself in this previous life became persecuted and hunted. And that was a challenging aspect of that life, a sort of fear, hiding out is sort of the energy that I'm getting off of those cards. Now, in your next position of what karma needs to be dealt with from this previous life, you have the Medicine Garden or the Medicine Guardian that says, be open to healing information. It looks like there is aspects from this previous life that need to be worked through and healed, something that's holding you back. Perhaps, because over here, I'm kind of skipping ahead, but you have the Direction Guardian as well as the energy over here about choosing your path and choosing it in a way that feels most passionate and most fulfilling for you. So it feels like what we might be healing here is if you're having a sense of fear, or the fear that you might be persecuted or misunderstood, that's holding you back from choosing the true path for yourself that you really want. It could be that this is a karma resulting from a previous life experience, a remnant. Not so much a karma you earned for yourself, but perhaps a remnant fear is kind of what I'm getting off of this reading. That really we just need to heal from that past life experience. The fear of persecution, the feeling that you need to hide yourself away needs to be healed through the medicine guardian, so that we can be free to choose a path that really suits us, one that actually makes us happy. As you can see down here, this is the supporting energy, the energy that will support you in this healing journey. And it says, autumn, release the old and rest. So it does look like the advice here is that the energy that's holding you back isn't so much like a karmic debt you earned for yourself in this situation, but really just a remnant fear of persecution and a feeling like you need to hide yourself away that's left over from a previous life where you were perhaps a crone or anyone working with the old ways. I'm really getting a feeling here of somebody who was a tribal healer of some kind who faced persecution in changing times. I won't get further into the story than that, but I'm sure you can infer from that what I'm saying in old Europe, right? So it looks like the recommendation is to ask the medicine guardian for healing from this, or even, sometimes just realizing that the root of our fears is actually not even from our own lifetime, but could be stemming from another one, is sometimes enough to recognize it and let it go. So working with that energy of release, especially with the recent full moon energy still, will help you to have the confidence that you need to choose the path that really suits you and feels good to you. And with an outcome stepping into an energy of success and happiness and joy, which is excellent. I love it. And take a look and get you some tarot cards for this, just to see if there are additional messages about what we are leaping forward into. We're going to use the Thelma Tarot for this. What is Aries leaping into? What is the future with this energy that we are leaping into, please, Spirit? For Aries, please. So we have got Judgment coming up over here. And the moon coming up on top of the Stargazer. We've got the Knight of Swords coming up on top of the Fox. And the Queen of Swords coming up on top of the Medicine Guardian. We have got the Four of Cups coming up on top of the Autumn card. We've got the Eight of Wands coming up on top of the Direction Guardian. And one for the center of the spread, please, Spirit. And the King of Cups in the center. Aries, with these cards coming up, this is what it feels like to me. Is it feels like the Judgment card here coming up on top of the Wise Woman, the Moon card, and the Knight of Swords here across the top of the spread feels like we've been in almost a very similar kind of energy of feeling judged, being on an uncertain path, not sure what to do. And with that Knight of Swords on top of the Fox, he almost feels like a hunter, like the chase, like feeling persecuted. And as we go down around the corner of it, the Queen of Swords here, it's usually a card of clarity and standing in your truth, but I'm almost getting a defensive energy off of it. Do you see how she's holding that sword up, and it's almost as if she's defending herself? There's butterflies flying all around her in this picture, and it's almost giving me the energy of trying to fight off change, or trying to battle against some change, something not wanting to change. And with the Four of Cups, there's a feeling of despondency, like it's never going to change. And then over here you have the Eight of Wands coming in. There's a need for some sort of swift action being taken, and you see how it's pointing right to the King of Cups. So there's a need to take some swift action towards, or have a victory towards, some emotional clarity or emotional stability. The King of Cups is a very emotionally mature sort of energy. He is able to accept his emotions, but, process them in a healthy way and remain balanced through turbulent times. So this feels to me, and don't shoot the messenger, right? I love you so much. But it does feel to me like, I'm going to get you some more cards. It does feel to me like what Spirit is saying here is that if we want to leap into a new future, we've got to lower our swords here and stop trying to fight off the butterflies. Change is good and healthy sometimes. And there's a repeating energy here of feeling judged and feeling persecuted happening. So it's almost like there's a karmic cycle from a previous life that hasn't resolved itself yet because we're feeling defensive. Let me get you some more cards here. What can Aries do? What is the advice, please, Spirit, for Aries? What we got going on? We've got the Two of Swords coming up, and the Page of Cups. There is a need, and again, this is kind of repeated with the Four of Cups energy. There is a need with this Two of Swords that I'm feeling like, because it's got the moon in the background of it, just like the moon card up top. And the moon card up top there is a feeling of being unsure of the path, or feeling like there's a need for clarity. And I'm feeling like we need to take off the blindfold with this Two of Swords and realize that it's not necessarily one way or the other. It's not this or that energy. There's a whole bunch of different paths that could be taken. And there is a path that is this Page of Cups that will usher in more of a King of Cups energy. I'm going to step outside our comfort zone of thinking. What else, please, Spirit? What is this Page of Cups? We had the Six of Cups that wanted to come out. I don't even know how it came out. It was suddenly just in my hand. That's weird. But it is a card of nostalgia, of reliving the past. And the Emperor coming out. I'm feeling Aries like this Six of Cups may be more a need to return to a feeling of childlike trust and innocence and a feeling of protection. This is not the standard artwork for this card. Usually the Six of Cups shows like two children in a garden playing together innocently with a guardian watching over them in the background. Sometimes this card has an energy of a need to return to more of a childlike innocence, a return to the inner child state of feeling safe and protected. Removing some of that feeling of persecution and fear that looks like it is a cycle that's actually from a previous life, so that you can stand more in your Emperor energy, so you can take charge in a healthy, emotionally balanced, stable way. The Knight of Cups wanting to jump out as well. Yeah, you've got a lot of cup energy in the center of the spread here, all having to do with new emotional offerings and more emotional stability in order to really stand in your power. Yeah, and I just got something that came through that says sometimes the only way forward is back. Which is, yeah, it feels like there's a very this or that two-sided energy here, but on the other side it's balanced with the Six of Cups that wanted to just come out. And it's surrounded by all of these emotional cards. And yeah, what I just heard is sometimes the only way forward is to go back. So there's something here about needing to be healed from a feeling of being persecuted or hunted, a defensive energy. so we can release the defensive energy and really get into our feelings. It is hard to be forthcoming with our feelings if we feel defensive and persecuted about it. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles. Feel independent and free and carefree. This card, the imagery on it, she really has like Princess in a Garden vibes, and it's very beautiful, attractive, independent, well balanced. Get you to your Nine of Pentacles energy for sure. I'm going to get you one more card to close out this reading. Sorry, Aries, it was really supposed to be a more like lighthearted leap year reading, but the cards come out and I read them, so that's how it works. This is going to be from the Light Workers Oracle, so I'm going to get you a Light Workers Oracle card to close out the reading. What is the message for Aries, please, Spirit? What can we let them know right now that will help them with this energy? You have got number 21, spiritual service. Self-doubt can be a habit that's hard to break. It can slow down your spiritual progress and the fulfillment of your life purpose. Ultimately, it won't stop you, but can make your progress seem more challenging. It is easier to fulfill your purpose when you acknowledge your own goodness and talent and do what you love to the best of your ability. Realize that you are enough, that your work is good, and that you have something of value to offer. It's time to let go of fear of failure, concern about your ability, and your right to live a happy, fulfilled life of success. The universe believes in you. The invocation for this card, if you want to use it for yourself, says, Universe, I love you. How can I serve you? I accept love's protection and love's purpose in my heart, in my life. Love empowers and protects me, gives me purpose and passion, peace and play. I believe in love, I am love, and I believe in me. May the joy of helping others give me energy and courage to continue to serve and grow spiritually. May all beings receive your love and be healed through your grace. May all those who went to serve be empowered through mercy, compassion, joy, and love to do so for the greatest good. Through my own free will, so be it. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that message. And it definitely has a vibe of feeling protected, returning to a place of love, of joy, and protection. Thank you so much, Spirit, for those messages. We appreciate you always. Thank you so much, Aries, for being here. I appreciate you always. And have a happy leap year. Bye.